Hey cats! Today I want to show you an arrangement that I did a couple of months ago of the song Didn't I by OneRepublic. And I will explain 3 hacks that I used when I arranged this song with focus on the harmonies and the bass work I used on this track. Let's hear what I did with the song first. I hope you like it. Reharmonization basically means to change the chords of a song. Most of the times it turns out more complicated. There are really a lot of tricks to change the chords of a song, and in my arrangement I put in a couple of different ways. Since it would be too complicated to explain every reharmonization technique that I used, I will limit myself to one way, and that is a pedal point or a pedal note. So, what is a pedal point? If I repeat a note in the bass while changing the chords with the right hand, I have a pedal point. So, for example, if I play an F here with my left hand all the time, but I change the chords with my right hand, A minor, F major, C major, G, and so on. This is a pedal point. So the principle is super simple. Let's take a look at what I did with the first pre-chorus. Didn't I is in the key of C sharp minor, or E, if we look at it from the relative major key. If we think of the song in E major, we have a 6, 1, 5, 4 progression. So C sharp minor, E major, B major and A major. I now just stayed with a bass note on the E after the E major in the second bar. So now we have a C sharp minor, E major, then B major over E in the third bar, and an A major over E in the fourth bar. This gives the chord progression a very floating character and creates some kind of tension at the same time. The tension is due to the intervals created by the pedal note. One of the most common pedal points is the tonic pedal point, which I used in this track. That means I stay with the bass note on the first note of the scale. What you probably hear even more often is a dominant pedal point, which means that you stay with the bass note on the fifth note of the scale. But there's nothing wrong with trying the 5 other notes of the scale as a pedal point as well. What you make sure of though is that you are aware of the so-called low interval limit when you're using this reharmonization technique. This sounds super complicated, but it just means that the chord progression will sound very unclear if you play the chords too low on the register. So if you are a bass player in a band and you want to try a pedal point, the keyboard player and the guitar player must be very careful about low voicings. That's what a pedal point is and how it works. Try to find the right moments for your fills. Where were you? This was kind of your moment? Imagine every musician in a band is playing a fill at the end of every fourth bar. Yes, you hear that more often than you think. Then you have a very clean, tidy arrangement for 3 bars and total chaos for 1 bar. Who can seriously want that? The problem is that sometimes every musician is so concentrated that he doesn't notice this chaos at all. There's nothing wrong with thinking ahead when you want to play your fills, and also not to think about what exactly you want to play. If you have to improvise your fill every time, you tend to have less attention for the music that is happening around you. If you work on this, your fills will eventually fall in place on their own. So, if we have a look at the fill that I did in the second chorus, we see that I did it in the second bar of a 4-bar form, and also that the vocals are not doing anything at this moment. What you also should try to do to make your fills more interesting is to play them over the bar line. Don't end your fill on the first beat of the next bar, but on any other beat. Like in our example, on the 4th beat. So my advice for you, find the right spot for your fill and come up with your own prepared lines at the first place. This is how you learn to use fills in songs in a good way. I have a question for you. Which is the most important instrument in the band? It's the vocals. Without the vocals, 2 essential elements of every song would be missing: the lyrics and the melody. As a musician in a band, you have 2 choices. Either you're supporting or not supporting the vocals. And any musical parameter can influence this effect. For example, the dynamics. If you play too loud, the singer will feel pushed back. And if you play too shy, the singer won't have the necessary support he needs from the band. One way you can simultaneously support the lead vocals and make your bass lines more interesting is to play along with the lead vocals. There are several ways to do this. Either you play the exact melody, or you just play the same rhythm, or you can even play a harmony underneath the vocal melody. I added a harmony to the vocal melody when the bass enters in the first pre-chorus. I did the same again in the second pre-chorus. This way you will play a fill without disturbing the singer. I think that was enough for today. I hope I could give you some ideas for your own playing and arranging. Thank you so much for watching my video till the very end. Of course, you are invited to subscribe to my channel. And always remember to keep the funk alive.